Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Renelba Blanco, and today I'm gonna explain how the 40 days challenge works. So let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Venezuela. I'm currently in New Zealand. I'm a wife and a mom of three. I'm also a rebirther and a meditation instructor, a student from Chopra, and also Dr. Joe Dispenza advanced student. I did my week long with Dr. Joe in October 2022, and after that, I created two meditation groups because in New Zealand, here in the town where I lived, we didn't have any meditation groups at the time. So I created Love Yourself First and Amate Primero, which is in Spanish. And then I'm part of a Taranaki Genesis meditation group here in New Plymouth. But then that's kind of my journey in meditation. I started in 2018, even 17 to meditate. But I encountered Dr. Joe in 2018 and went to the first week long in 2022, as I said. So meditation is part of my life. I made it my own habit, and that I rely on to be connected and to be grounded, as well as centered, especially in these times that change is the common rule at the moment, and we need to flow with life, and that helps understand the best options for you all the time. So, and also more aware because of it. So I think it's something that everybody should practice, and is my intention to help grow that. So, okay, so let's start with this creating new habits challenge. I'm following the 40-day prosperity plan by John Randolph Price, and it's a tiny book that is very specific. And he says that it takes 40 days for conscious to realize the truth. He also says that if you break, the energy will dissipate. If you break the pattern of the 40 days, so if you're in day 10 and then you forgot to do it, then you need to start from day one the next day. So and you will think, oh my God, 40 days. But yes, it's possible. 40 days is possible. As a group is even better because the energy of the group supports you. Still, it's a personal challenge. It's a challenge with yourself. It's not a challenge or a competition within us, for us, or among us. Is with yourself and trying to overcome your old personality to become a new personality. He also recommends in the book not to share that you're working on your prosperity because of the same thing, different dissipation of your energy, the energy of other people, beliefs, etc. So, and don't worry about what the video says. He uses a very specific old language, or very long sentences. But the idea is that every time we listen to the video of prosperity video, it will get inside of us, and it will be ingrained in ourselves. So just trust the process. And if you have any questions, we will have the Telegram group that we can support each other there. So he also says that we have to have like an action plan, like a starting date, and when are you going to do it, and then start marking your day 1, 2, 3, etc. So I propose that we start this next Monday. It's 29th, sorry, September 29th. And then we end up November 7th. So I provide some calendars for you not to forget what dates are, you know, which day you're in, depending on the date. Of course, that's very small and you cannot see it there, but I will provide those so you can print them out. The only day you need to write this sentence, and I recommend that you buy a notebook or buy um, the template that I'm selling for $15, but it's really easy to just print it and then bind it and use that for every day. So he says that only the first day you write this sentence and then watch video 1. And then what the routine is for this plan, and the one he recommends, is that we watch the video one and of course write the sentence, and then on day one and on day two we watch the day two video, and so on until day 10, which there's only 10 videos, and then on day 11 we repeat video one. Okay, and that's the way it goes, and we repeat cycles of 4 because it's 40 days. And after watch the video, the routine is that you write in the journal, and I will explain. That's what he recommends. What I recommend is do all this plus, and that's the challenge. We watched the prosperity video, as the abundance book says, but we also watched a mind movie, a general one that I recommend, that I did for this. But you can also, if you have your own mind movie, just watch your mind movie. Then journaling, post video journaling, 5 minutes, that approximately that takes. Then with your clear intention, and I explain how to create a clear intention as Dr. Joe's offers, recommends, do the 369 journaling, which I'm going to explain in a minute. Then right at the end of the day, something I'm grateful for today is, something I appreciate about myself is, and meditate every day. I'm going to provide 2 meditations. One is the Bliss and Freedom, which is around 20 minutes, or you can do a 5-minute meditation that I'm also going to provide. So that's what the challenge is about. So that to accommodate this within your day. Okay. So how to create clear intentions and elevated emotions. To become a new energy. That's what Dr. Joe says. So we need to create an intention by just pointing in those bullet points your wish. Be as specific as you can be, okay? And allocate a letter to that. So for example, he explains this example a lot. Is about a new job. Let's say that your wish is you want a new job, and then you select the letter J. And the reason for the selection of the letter, that is when you're in a meditation, instead of thinking about all the things that you're going to point out as what your intention is and what elevators emotions you're going to be feeling, you focus on the letter. The first thing is that you have clarity and work on what your intention is. So I recommend that you do this before Monday. Okay. So for example, if your wish is to have a new job, then you need to point out how much you want to earn. And you can always say, for example, $10,000 a month or more. Or you can say as well, I also want to be working from anywhere in the world or for a specific company. You know, some people are clear on what company they want to work for. If you are an independent working for yourself, you can ask for contracts, have contracts that for 6 months to a year already in place. You can be your own boss or lead an amazing team, and or have a team that supports you and works with you and share your values. You can also say that you want a job that makes a difference in the world. Whatever it is that you want, it is a house, a car, a job, or health. Be specific on what that intention is. Then after you write on the other column, what are those elevated emotions that you're going to feel after you get that, in this case, job. Okay, so, well, I'm going to feel happy, I'm going to feel joy, in love with life, grateful, inspired, empowered. And then, you know, you need to make sure you are there in that future, and you feel that, you feel specifically how you're going to feel. And then for this intention, we're going to put a title, okay? Because we need to write it. And I explain the 369 method in a minute. So for example, if you want a new job, fine, but you need to put specifically a sentence like and I recommend you put your name, I, Renelba in my case, receive $10,000 a month doing what I love, or for my professional services, or in my new job, or the job of my dreams, or the job in Tesla, like the example. You know, don't write a paragraph either. It's just something that you can write 18 times, which is the 369 that we're going to be writing every day. So just put a title. And be mindful that this intention is going to change with the 40 days, within the 40 days. Why? Because your higher self will start supporting you in writing the right thing that works for you. Okay. So be mindful that if other words come in, or you don't feel comfortable with one word and you change it for another, allow that to happen. So the process is going to clean up your intention. So when you write it, you engage more and you feel comfortable with it and allow the change to happen. So it's really beautiful what happened. So what is the 369 method? The 369 method is write your intention 3 times in the morning, write your intention 6 times at noon, and write your intention 9 times at night. This is a recommendation to have your intention written, uh, and you can actually see it 3 times during the day. Because as you know, where you put your attention is where you put when you put your attention is where you put your energy. Therefore, you're going to be putting your energy and your intention 3 times at different times of the day. So that's the purpose of the 369 method. But of course, that depends on your routine. So, the flexibility here is that if you don't have time in the morning, at noon, at night, to do it, then you can do it all in the morning. You could do it all at night, whatever works for you. If you can do it during the day, 3, 6, 9, that's great. But if you cannot, don't stress about it. Okay. The important thing is that you write it. There's a purpose about doing it during the day, so you are more aware during the day of your intention. But it doesn't mean that anything if you cannot do it like that. Okay, as long as you do the 19 sentences every day. It's really magical. I really enjoy that specifically. So what you will need is a journal. You will need a notebook where you can put the date, what day it is out of the 40. And then after you watch the video and the mind movie, you write what you thought about that. Okay. And then you will have the 19 spaces to write your intention, like 3, 6, and 9. And also something I'm grateful for today is something I appreciate about myself is the idea is that you have these boxes. So depending on what time you do it during the day, you check that you did that thing. Okay. You need to be able to do it every day and check everything in those boxes. Okay. It's not going to take you a long time. And I also, as I mentioned, I am selling the manifestation journals for you to print the PDF, and then you can bind it. And it's really useful. I'll show you mine. Let me take the blur out of. So mine is really, I use it. It's really handy. This is the last one we did, and I already ready to bind the new one. So it's really, it really helps because you have everything in one place, but that doesn't mean that you cannot do it in a normal notebook. Okay. So as I said, the 2 meditations we're going to use is Bliss and Freedom, which is 20 minutes, and the 5-minute meditation. You only need to do one meditation. We also meditate together in the Love Yourself meditation every Saturday. So that counts as one meditation. Or if you have other meditation groups that you assist, that would be the meditation for your day. So it doesn't really have to be one of these. It can be any meditation as long as you meditate every day. Okay. But when you're in a hurry and you didn't have time to do a proper meditation, the 5-minute one is a proper meditation, and you can commit to your challenge by doing that one. So that's why I provide that as well. So how is a daily practice looks like? I start my day at 4 a.m. in the morning, but that's me. Okay, that's me. Without brushing my teeth, I start watching the Prosperity Plan video and the Mind movie, and I journal and do my 3 of the 369. Okay, my intention. I write my intention 3 times. And then I start my day going to the bathroom, wash myself, etc., take a shower. And meditate as well. After that is that I go to the bathroom. So that takes me, depends on what meditation I do. It takes me 35 to 50 minutes. Okay. And then I'm ready to start my day. The only thing I need to do is the journaling of the 369, the 69, and the appreciation, which is the 6. write your intention 6 times at noon and then at night. Sometimes I cannot do it at noon because depends on what is happening on my day. But I do the 6-9 at night, and then the gratitude journal and the appreciation journal, the one sentence. And I close my day watching the Mind movie again, because the Mind movie, that's the last thing I want to see before I sleep. But if you watch the Mind movie in the morning, you don't need to do it again, but it's up to you, so that takes me 20 minutes at night before I go to bed. So that's my routine. You will find your own routine. You don't have to follow mine, like in the morning at 4 a.m. But whatever routine it is, because again, this is a challenge for yourself, you against yourself. It's not with Renelda or with the group. The group energy will help you because it makes you accountable of it. So it's really exciting to see everybody doing it, and the days passing, and see, oh my God, I've been doing this for 20 days, for 15 days, for 30 days. We're almost there. And it's really exciting. And I encourage you to actually ask the questions in the group, because it's really, if you have the question, probably a lot of other people have the same question. So I really encourage that you actually ask the questions in the group. So I also provide a weekly planner. For example, if you don't want to do all the checking on the notebook every day, you can use this planner and print it for the many weeks that we have, and then check it there. So that makes it easier for you to remember where you are, because it gets really blurry if you, oh, did I meditate today? Because you're meditating every day, or you're doing something every day, and you sometimes don't remember if you did it or not. So this is a good, if you don't want to do it on the notebook per se, you can have a different sheet so you can check what you did today, like, and on the day that you are. So yeah, that's really helpful if you don't have the notebook, or you don't want to do it in the notebook. So before starting, I will place the videos and the meditations in the Telegram group. We start September 29th, as I said. And after finishing the daily practice, you have to put, okay, day 1, check. And we're going to do it all in the challenge group, because everybody's going to be posting it there. And we don't want to do it in the Love Yourself Meditation Telegram group, because we don't want to bother whoever is not doing the challenge. So it's just in the challenge group, you just put it there, and we'll share questions and how we're feeling there. Okay. So I guess that's it. Enjoy your manifesting process and your journey. And again, if you have any questions, please ask. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you all on Monday. Because I'm in New Zealand, I will post my day 1 on your Sunday, but it's because I live in the future, so I start first. But again, it's a challenge for yourself, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for listening to me, and if you have any questions, let me know.